Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is part 2 of the Julie Comstock journal flip through. Forget the Path, Follow Your Heart journal. And I finished this on September 14th, which was a little bit later than what I wanted to, but that's okay. Sometimes, you know, you just need a break from writing and don't finish it exactly when you had planned. The idea of why I wanted to finish this by a certain point is so I could get into this journal, which is my fall journal. And this is my first real leather journal from Barnes & Noble that I've ever written in and maybe had ever bought. I think that might have been my first one. I can't remember. But I bought this last year during the fall season, and it may still be online. It's called the Autumn Bouquet Journal, and it's rather, rather thick, so it might take me until, sometime in the winter to finish up, depending on how quickly I write in here. And the last few weeks I haven't written as much as I wanted to, just because we're actually in the middle of trying to buy a house, and there's just been some things going on with that where I just haven't had the mental capacity to really sit down and want to write. So hopefully soon here, this weekend especially, I'll take some time and write a few entries. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the flip through here. This is where we left off from before. Like usual, we have the washi tape on the side. Nothing too exciting there. Right here, I have it covered up. This is a ticket from a minor league baseball team where my youngest sister actually sung for them. She sung the national anthem. So I covered up where it's from, just for privacy reasons, obviously. But yeah, I definitely stuck that in there. And more washi tape here. This I found in a magazine. And I don't even know how long I had it for or what magazine, but I guess this was talking about your credit score. And I put this in there when we actually went to get our pre-approval done from the bank. And this is a pretty page that I found. I love the different colors here in the hummingbird and in the flower here. And I thought this washi tape would go along perfectly with that. I put in 2 fortune cookies here. This is my husband's fortune and mine from one night when we had Chinese food. And mine says, "Your dearest dream is coming true," and his says, "You will always be successful in your professional career." I think those are some nice fortunes to get. So here we are in September. In the journal. Happy September. My handwriting is awful. Like, I don't try to do anything special like with the calligraphy or anything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, write Happy September in cursive at least. And I remember here I was talking about, like, it was the end of summer pretty much, and I kept this picture of these tomatoes, and they looked so good. And I remember talking about how I had wished I had gone to my dad's and gotten some fresh, from the garden tomatoes, some summer tomatoes, but I hadn't. This is from when my husband and we went and saw Sausage Party. We hadn't seen a movie in the theaters in years, and I'm talking about like at least 5 years or so. And one night on a whim, we just decided to go, and we didn't really know what was playing or what we wanted to see, but we just randomly picked this one. And it was interesting to say the least. That's all I've got to say about that. And here we have some flowers. A little popcorn sticker. And then I inserted this Miss Dior perfume sample. It still smells good. Yeah, you can still smell it. And then this was I don't remember what magazine that's from either. But I was talking about there was a hurricane that came through in some of the southern states at the beginning of September, and that's where my family lives. So I wrote about that a little bit, and I thought that was perfect for that. A little meditating girl here on a cloud. I feel like I could use some of that right now. And some more flowers. For some reason, I'm really drawn to tablescapes like this with flowers and some pretty colors, vibrant colors. I like putting those in my journal. This was all about essential oils. This is a magazine cutout, and it has benefits of some essential oils here, and then these are the ones that I had recently finished from doTERRA, lemon and lavender. Those are awesome. And this is a little article from Guidepost magazine, What Prayer Can Do. I really enjoy that article and then Mysterious Ways, because I just like to see how things come about for people, of, you know, what they asked for, or what they prayed for, or just, you know, that kind of a thing, how that comes about in their lives, if that makes sense. These stickers here I thought were adorable. I love that little cloud there. This was originally for planning, for my planner, but I just decided to put them in my journal instead. I felt like it would be a bigger benefit putting it in my journal than in my planner, so there you have it. And another little tablescape here. That looks so refreshing with like the lemonade and the tea. This was a writing prompt from Otakano Art. She used to be Journaling Sage, and I didn't realize she had changed her name. So when I went to go look for the writing prompts, I had a hard time finding her. This one says, if you could let go of expectation, what would you stop doing? And then I wrote a little bit about that, and then I added on, I always think about this quote from Sex and the City. I know that probably sounds weird, but it makes sense if you think about expectations in your life, and that if they don't pan out the way that you hope that they would, or plan they would, or anything like that. But it says, that's the key to having it all. Stop expecting it to look like what you thought it would. What you thought it was going to look like. It's true of the fall lines, and it's true of relationships. I don't remember what she was referencing. It was probably regarding relationships and maybe getting married or something like that. I don't remember. I haven't seen the episode in a long time, but yet the basis of this quote has always stayed with me. And this is just another article from Guidepost. These come to my office that I work at, which is how I get them, and which is a good bonus for me because I get a lot of free stuff to take home at the end of the month and go through, and I'm able to put them, you know, in my journal when the time is right. And this one was something about this guy. He kept a journal while he was in the Army, and their family was going through it. So I thought that was pretty appropriate to add. It was a good story. And then here you can see there's a little fox here, and he has, I'm calling him the hipster fox. He has glasses and a little top hat, and he's carrying a camera around his neck. And as soon as September starts, I pretty much start thinking about fall. So I put these little guys together, these two little stickers. This was actually about, I signed up for a photography course online, which sounds weird probably to focus or to do a photography course online, but I did. You sign up for it and then you go back and watch the videos basically. So I haven't really gone through them all. Probably after we move and settle all that, I'll have just the mental space to work on that. But yeah, this is when I signed up for it. And this is me basically trying to fill up this journal. It was getting harder to write in. As you can see, it's just kind of bowed on that side. So it was just getting thicker, and I couldn't wait to get into my other one. So I started putting pictures of interior design in my journal to fill up the space. And I thought this one was a good use of space here underneath the stairs. And I love this washi tape here. This is my old license, my expired license, I should say. I obviously have a new one. It's been replaced, but I wanted to make sure I put it in a safe spot. So I got this pocket from Heidi, I can't think of her last name right now. You guys are probably knowing it right now and saying it. Swap, Heidi Swap, there you go, okay. And this little armoire thing I thought was pretty. So this is the perfume that I would use during the springtime. I rotate my scents every season, which may sound weird, I don't know. But that's what I do, and I finally finished it this year. I'll miss it. I really like this. It's, you know, it's a bunk bed. Obviously it's for kids, but I really like the idea of that cloud light underneath. And this is basically nothing. This is a Christmas mouse receipt. My younger sister and I, we do that every year when we visit each other. I didn't add as much as I thought I did, it looks like. And so this is another covered ticket. I know that's really boring, but I have another sister who also sang for the same minor league baseball team, and it was the national anthem. So I got to see both of my sisters sing that, which is nice because I don't live in the same town or state as they do. So I went to go visit them, and they both sung within the same week that I was there, so it was really nice to see them in person. This, this is a receipt of money that I had to take out of the bank when I was visiting them. I had given my husband my debit card before I left to go to the store, and the next day I went, you know, to leave on my trip and realized I never got it back from him. So I used the credit card, which was meh. I don't necessarily like using that, but then I was able to go to the bank and withdraw some cash there. And then this is just some receipts from, where did we go to? Cracker Barrel. And this is something, I dropped my sister off the day that I left at her friend's house, and you needed a visitor's pass to get into their neighborhood, which I thought was interesting, that I've never had that happen before. And then this is an envelope that I made from the Flow magazine. It has blueberries on it, and it just has a little letter inside. It's a copy of a letter that I wrote to someone. And this is the, oh, this is almost the end. Yeah, this is just from like Vogue magazine or something. Oh yeah, Vogue magazine. Just some images that I appreciated, I guess. And another guidepost article about, I guess, these two becoming friends and that kind of a thing. And that looks like that's the end. Yeah, so it got to be that thick. It's actually a little bit thicker now because of the Post-its covering the pages. So yeah. At some point I just decided that enough was enough. I had to move on, and I had that much to go. And I just decided, you know, it was mid-September, I really wanted to get into this journal, and so I just decided to move on. Sometimes you just do that, you know. I can't wait to show you guys what's in here of what I started. It's nothing like huge or anything, but I'm just enjoying being in this journal. So yeah, I'm just gonna take my coffee here and enjoy the rest of my day. All right, you guys, bye.